Hello and welcome to Pilgrims of the Premier League, episode 37, a Football Manager 2021 series here on Boston United FM. We took over Boston United in National League North with the solitary aim of reaching the top level. This is season 7, and we're back in the Football League after 2 promotions in 4 seasons, then going straight through into League One and now the Championship. In the last episode, we played superbly to defeat league leaders Aston Villa 2-0 at home, in what could have catapulted us back into the automatic promotion hunt. However, we then lost the next 3 games before recovering with a mini 4-match unbeaten run, culminating in an incredible 8-0 win over QPR. Ty Sodji scored a hat-trick. We didn't win any of our final 3 league matches, but we have made the playoffs and faced Barnsley home and away. We only secured our playoff place by virtue of our fantastic goal difference against that of Reading. We ended as the highest scorers in the division with 85 goals. Finishing 6th means we take on the side in 3rd, who should be the toughest opponent in the playoffs. We did lose both of our league meetings with Barnsley. QPR didn't recover from the 8-0 thrashing we gave them and went down with Hull City and AFC Wimbledon. Aston Villa and Sheffield United have gone up to the Premier League automatically, and the other playoff semi-final is West Ham United versus Stoke City. We have a bit of a crisis at left back, with Southampton loanees Cormac Rowe and Harry Hopkins both injured. Reece Norrington-Davies has left the club, but Jordan Davies is fit enough to at least start the game, with youngster Josh Webster on the bench. Goalkeeper Stuart Smith has played superbly since his arrival and has now made his Scotland debut. The rest of the starting lineup is first choice, and we have another January signing on the bench in young Jamaican striker Kenroy Eubank, a £10,000 signing from TNS of the Welsh Premier. Still only 18, he spent his time until now with our youth team, scoring 21 goals in half a season. He has been promoted to the matchday squad due to injury to normal backup striker Dwayne Sewell. Right, let's see if we can get an advantage in the home leg. Definitely should be a tough game. We lost home and away to Barnsley. I remember the home game. This man Antonin scored a double that day. Hopefully Ty Sodji will find his scoring boots today. He's effectively our only senior striker, with Eubank having not even made his debut yet for the first team. I think we need to pump the players up, and I think we owe Barnsley, after what happened in our last match, go out there and get revenge. If we can get past them over 2 legs and into the final, doesn't really matter what happened in the league season. Most of our players are motivated, just a keen Stamford who seems to be quite aggressive in team talks just lately. But he's aggressive out on the pitch as well. He does seem to play pretty well most games. We've got a tunnel interview with it being a really important game. I think we have to say we're confident if we stick to our game plan. If we play to our ability, we should at least get a positive result in the home leg. I think a little bit of extra desire with it being a big game. And it looks like Barnsley's manager is actually Henrik Larsson. I'm just going to say I'm confident. We go through the lineups. There's our 4-2-3-1. Sodji on the top there. Smith in goal. And Barnsley, they're going for 4-4-2. Raya in goal. He's an ex-Brentford keeper. And we're about to kick off. We get an early corner. It goes in, but the header from Monlouis has just gone over. Goal kick to Barnsley. Lofted forward. There's Roberts, the left back. He launches it forward. It goes all the way back to their goalkeeper. But Bennett picks it up in the right back position. Miller nods it on. We're trying to win the ball back in midfield, which we do. Here's Taylor. Out wide to Long. Is he going to cut inside on his left? No, he gets the cross in. We've hit the post. And it's gone out for a throw. We try and come forward again. Here's Long. Cutting in field this time. Through ball for Miller, and he's put us 1-0 up. That's his 10th goal of the season from left wing. He often cuts inside and has a shot, but this time he's been put through and he's slotted home. Long goes past his man into the centre of the pitch. That's a lovely through ball for Miller. There's his right foot, and it's 1-0 to Boston. Another throw in down the right-hand side to Long. Back to Bennett. Goes down the wing. In field. We somehow get onto the ball, but it goes all the way back to their fullback and their keeper. Can we nip in and get the ball back? Here's Barry. He's through on goal. He's going to have a shot, but Smith gets everything behind it. Roberts with a throw in this time. Gets it back. Advances down that left-hand side. Finds Miller, the goal scorer. He cuts inside. He's going to have a shot. And Raya has tipped it over for a corner. Woods to take. Goes near post, but it's cleared. Throw in deep inside the Barnsley half. Taylor picks it up. Goes across to Hazeman, who has picked up a bit of a knock. He might come off at half time, but we've gone ahead again. It's 2-0. Todd Miller has got both of them. Interesting ball back to Hazeman. He gives it to Stamford, who launches it forward. Miller turns, has the shot, and it's crept in at the near post. We've gone 2-0 up. Barnsley get the cross in from the right, but it's cleared. Here's Mowat. Swaps passes with Carroll. They've launched the ball forward, but it's only gone as far as Smith, the goalkeeper. Rolls it out to Stamford. He gives it to Miller. There's a through ball for Sodji. He's through on goal, but it's tipped wide again by Raya. We get the corner. Woods with it, goes near post, but it's headed over. And at half time, it's 2-0 to Boston. That's been a very, very positive half. Going to tell the players that we're pleased. We're going to outstretch our arms. I'm very happy with the way things are going. But we are going to make that change. Not going to risk anything in the second half. Hazeman can come off. And it's a like-for-like swap with Alex Gilby. And we'll kick off the second half. An early corner. Nodded back to Woods. Here's Miller. He's obviously on a hat-trick now. Taylor on the edge of the box. Gets past his men. Can he get a cross in? He does. It's to Miller. Roberts. Now Woods. All the way out wide to Stamford. The centre half. Gets his cross in to the far post. We've hit the post again. But we've got another corner. Woods again. Monlouis just over. Throw in deep inside the Barnsley half. Taylor gets his cross in, but Raya claims it. Lofts it forward, but Monlouis just flicks the ball back to his keeper with his head. Gets the ball back off him. Here's Bennett on the right-hand side. Gilby's dropped back a little bit. We're bringing it forward nicely, but then we give it away. Aitchison comes forward. He's had a wild shot from quite a way out, and it's gone over. We're attacking yet again. There's Gilby in the centre of the pitch, but he misses out to Aitchison. Trying to win the ball back. Here's McCormick, but his shot goes wide as well. Raya with the goal kick for Barnsley. Antonin through on goal, gives it to Aitchison, and they've got it back to 2-1. There's 30 minutes to go in this first leg, and they've halved the deficit. There's still plenty of time left, even in this game and the second leg. It's a good through ball, and it's pretty much a tap in from 18 yards. Roberts with the ball, gives it to Taylor. He passes it to Sodji in attack. He's attacking the goal, gives it to Long, and he's made it 3-1. It wasn't 2-1 for long, as Duncan Long has given us the 2-goal lead again. It was lovely work. Then the left-hand side from Taylor, gives it to Sodji. He passes it across, and Long just strokes the ball home. Yet another corner for us. Cleared by the Barnsley defence. Taylor back to Woods, the corner taker. What can he do? Gets his cross in, and we've got a tap in. It's Ty Sodji. He's there again. It's 4-1. 69 minutes on the clock. And we've gone further ahead. Taylor gives it out to Woods into the area, gets his cross in. The keeper comes for it, only gets a hand on it, and just puts it on a plate for Sodji. And Sodji's now intercepted the ball. He's now through on goal. Can he make it 5? No, Raya is equal to it and gives us another corner. Woods headed out by the Barnsley defence. Free kick to be taken by the goalkeeper. It only gives it to Duncan Long. He's now advancing. He's into the area. And we've got a penalty. We've got a chance to go 5-1 up in the Championship playoff semi-final first leg. Sodji. And he sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. It's 5-1. He gets his 23rd goal of the season. The man who we signed in the National League. He's scored goals at every level between the National League and the Championship. Barnsley going forward down their left-hand side with Frauendorf. He's into the area, gives it to Aitchison, but his snapshot just goes wide. And that's full time in the home leg and half time in the tie. We've got an incredible 5-1 lead going into the second leg. We had 41 shots, 20 of them on target. We had 63% of the possession. Miller got 2, Sodji got 2, and in the middle, Long got 1. I can only be happy with the boys. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Asking us about substituting Todd Miller when he was on a hat-trick, but to be fair, he was tired. And that's the only question they had for me. Surprising after a 5-1 victory. And unfortunately, Hazeman, who we took off at half-time, is going to be out for 2 to 4 weeks. That definitely means he's out of the second leg. And I would say he's also going to be out of any playoff final as well. And it was Todd Miller who got player of the match with those 2 goals, the first 2 goals, coming in from that left-hand side. And he got a 9.1 rating. We'll pat him on the shoulder, tell him he was superb in front of goal. And he's happy. Time to go forward 5 days for the second leg. A few changes for the second leg. I've had to drop Woods back to the bench as he's been suffering from food poisoning and I don't really want to risk him from the start. And I've brought in Femi Aziz to play on the right-hand side with Duncan Long switching over to the left in place of Todd Miller, who also picked up a knock in training in the week. He's available from the bench if needed, so we do have quite a strong bench today. But we should have enough quality out there in the starting 11 to get through to Wembley. Let's pump our fists. I expect you to come back after the match as finalists. Obviously, we are 5-1 up from the first leg, and it's going to be one incredible collapse not to get through. Another tunnel interview. asking about our possession-based game, which we do like to pass the ball about, the short, simple passing. I don't really want to talk about their players. Andre Greeny might have plenty of assists, but we'll soon find out if he's good enough. Barnsley, they've still kept with their 4-4-2. Didn't work in the first leg. And naturally, we're staying with our 4-2-3-1, which we've played throughout this save. The teams are out. Let's kick off this second leg. Corner to Boston. Aziz with it, but the header from Monlouis is straight into Raya's arms. He tries to launch an attack for Barnsley. Green's through, and he's scored. It's the perfect start for Barnsley after 8 minutes. They've got it down to 5-2. The long ball from Raya. Gordon gets onto it. Finds Green on that left-hand side. He cuts into the penalty area and smashes it in at the near post. Throw into Barnsley. It's given to Bristow. Down the right-hand side. Back to Carroll. He gets his cross in. And Aitchison has put the ball in the back of the net, but it's been disallowed for offside. Let's have a look at the replay. The cross from Carroll. And he's about a yard offside, so it's a good decision by the linesman on the far side. And that's half time. We are 1-0 down on the night, but we are still 5-2 up on aggregate. And we're just going to point the finger. Well done, we're still leading on aggregate. Make sure that it is still the case come full time. Everybody's happy. Let's go back out there for the second half. And hopefully we're just 45 minutes away from a Wembley appearance. Throwing for us down the left-hand side is Roberts. Gives it to Taylor. Into Carl Long. Gilby picks the ball up outside of the penalty area. Here's Taylor. Gets his cross in, but it's cleared. Now Frauendorf comes away with it for Barnsley. He's attacking. Here's Barry. It's a good tackle, but there's Gordon. He's picked it up. But we do get it away. Here's Femi Aziz coming forward. He's got Soji with him. He finds him. Soji shoots. But it's saved by Raya and it goes out for a corner. Aziz to take it. Goes near post, but Jones clears it for Barnsley. Gilby with the ball in midfield. Out to Aziz. We find Bennett on the right-hand side on the overlap. Gets his cross in, but there's Miller, who's come on as substitute to nod over. We've got a goal kick. Pass short to Monlouis. To Bennett at right back. Chipped forward down the line towards Aziz. But Barnsley come away with it. And they've put the ball in the net again. But yet again, it's been disallowed for offside. And that's the end of the game. We do lose 1-0 on the night, but it doesn't matter. Our 5-1 advantage from the first leg has seen us through, and we're going to Wembley for the Championship playoff final. Absolutely brilliant. Congratulations, lads. You've all dreamt of playing in the final, and now you're going to be doing it. I'm delighted for you all. As you can see, the first leg triumph helps Boston United pass Barnsley. It was a very even game in that second leg. We probably could have scored 1 or 2. We did have a good breakaway, but Raya was in good form. He actually got player of the match, the Barnsley goalkeeper. And we will be facing Stoke City in the playoff final on Monday the 24th of May 2027, which is in 11 days' time. Let's go forward to match day at Wembley. Here we go then. Boston United versus Stoke City in the Championship playoff final. And the winner gets a place in the Premier League. We've had some really bad news in the week. Dale Woods, our on loan midfielder from Norwich, who's been probably our best player for this season and last season, he picked up a hernia and is therefore out of the match. It does mean we drop Taylor back into box-to-box midfield, and then Carl Long comes off the bench into the lineup in the advanced playmaker position. Haseman also returns after his injury. And Cormac Rowe, the left back on loan from Southampton, he's fit again as well and takes his place in the starting lineup. Stoke are managed by John Dahl Thomason, the former Danish international who used to play for Newcastle. They've got Dylan Levitt in midfield and Jacob Murphy, players with top level experience, although Levitt may not have got it at Manchester United where he started his career. But our team is young and hungry. Let's pump the fists. I know a lot of you will be keen to avenge what happened when we last played Stoke. Go out there and express yourselves. We did lose 1-0 at home to Stoke late on in the season. But that matters little today. It may give us a little bit extra motivation, but we shouldn't need it. This is the biggest game in football in terms of the financial prize. Asking me about the goalkeeper, how important he is. Well, he's our goalkeeper. We need him to play well. There we can see Dale Woods misses out due to injury. But it's up to the players who are fit to step up. Again, 4-2-3-1, the standard. And Stoke are expected to go with exactly the same. We're at Wembley, it's a full house. Let's kick off. Free kick to Stoke, but Stamford gets his header in. But Stoke come forward through Murphy down the right-hand side. Is he going to get his cross in? No, he puts it back to Levitt. Forward to Lawson down the right. Here's Murphy again. He's in the area this time. It's a fantastic save from Smith. And again. And again. But he was offside. Free kick taken by the goalkeeper. Here's Monlouis. Out to Rowe at left back. Here's Miller taking the ball over halfway. Dribbling at the defence, but he is dispossessed. They go back to their goalkeeper. But we pick it back up through Haseman. Cross to Taylor, out to Long. He's inside the penalty area. Is he going to get his shot away? No, it keeps getting blocked. And they clear it and now come forward with Murphy. But there's Monlouis with a foot in. But now Powell, he shoots, but it goes wide. Free kick with Levitt for Stoke. Goes far post, and I think they've got a penalty. Duncan Long has apparently shoved one of the attackers. It's Powell, and he scores. He puts Stoke 1-0 up. Joe Powell gets his 16th goal of the season. He seemed to just smash it past Smith. It was fairly central, but it had plenty of power behind it. And at half-time at Wembley, we go in 1-0 down. We've not had a shot on target just yet, although we did hit the bar late on. We need to pump the players up. We need to get them out there motivated. I think we need to tell them to play better in the second half. Try and motivate them. Stamford is aggressive yet again. Bennett, the fullback, he's anxious. Let's try and tell the players we've got faith in them. And there we go. Everybody's motivated apart from Carl Long, who's composed. So we'll get out there for the second half and see if we can get this goal back and potentially take it to extra time. If not, win it in 90 minutes. We clear across from Stoke. Now here's Duncan Long running down the right flank. He is left-footed, but he gets his cross in, and Taylor's just shot wide. Free kick from Stoke, and Smith has turned it over. The corner ball, Levitt to take it for them. They go near post, but Monlouis is there to clear it, and Murphy is then dispossessed. He does pick the ball back up again, chips it forward, but Stamford is there to clear it. Free kick to Stoke in their own half, passing the ball between their defenders, then launching it down towards Oakley Booth on the left. He's now angling himself towards goal, but it's saved. We've got a throw in down the right. Bennett to Gilby, who's come off the bench. Stamford brings it forward, gives it to Taylor. Here's Underwood, another substitute. Bennett's gone forward down the right-hand side, trying to get his cross in, but he loses out. We pick it back up through Stamford, the centre half. Gives it to Gilby, back to Stamford. All the way back to his goalkeeper as we build forward again. Monlouis, he gives it away to Edwards. And Oakley Booth passes it forward. Now Powell's through on goal, but there's Smith to smother it. Throw in for Stoke. There's about 10 minutes or so to go. They're coming forward down the right-hand side. Now goes central with Powell. He's on the edge of the area. He's through, but Smith is there to save it again. And that's it. The season is over, and we end with a 1-0 defeat in the playoff final to Stoke. As you can see, looking at the formation on screen, we did go for it in the last few minutes, pushing players forward, but we just couldn't quite find that equaliser. We didn't really have too many opportunities in that second half. Stoke definitely deserved it on the day, and they go up to the Premier League. I'm going to stick my hands in my pockets, tell them I can't fault any of them. We're just disappointed not to get the result. I think we have to applaud Stoke. They did play very, very well. And I do think we just need to add a little bit more quality in all areas. And we can maybe look for automatic promotion next season. Almost 88,000 people at Wembley, and then they saw Stoke celebrate promotion. We've paid out £600,000 to the squad for finishing sixth. Definitely wasn't something we was expecting at the start of the season. If we'd have finished sixth bottom, we'd have been absolutely delighted. But we do get almost £5 million just for playing in the Championship throughout the season. We have a quick look at the finances. That £5 million bonus, plus the gate receipts from the match itself, and we now have an overall balance of over £7 million. That should come in handy when it comes to looking at next year's transfer budget and wage budget. We didn't spend everything we got given this year. We still had over £400,000 remaining in the transfer budget. And trimming the squad in January definitely helped us keep well below the wage budget. But we did end the season with two 1-0 losses, the first of which was pretty much immaterial after the 5-1 win in the first leg against Barnsley. But to lose out in the playoff final is absolutely gutting. Had we won it, we'd have won consecutive promotions from the National League all the way through up to the Premier League, but it just wasn't to be. It's now time for me to re-evaluate the squad. Obviously, we have got quite a few loanees this season, especially from parent club Southampton. We may look to bring some of those players back in, especially Duncan Long. He's played pretty well on the right-hand side of midfield, as has Cormac Rowe, the left-back, who we brought in January. It's now time for me to play through the summer. We'll come back after the summer transfer window has closed at the end of August. So see you in September. If you've enjoyed the content of this episode, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.